Try and sexualize me now, Reddit. Hi, I'm Ariel Italic.
I have a Hellraiser back patch on, and you can't see it.
And you're watching Nobody's Watching Wrestling. This month, we're giving thanks for NXT Wargames, which was a lot, and we're going to talk about it. I'm also thankful to Grudge Match for this t-shirt.
Burlington Coat Factory for letting me buy this jumper.
Thanks to the Chinese internet for this jacket. And now, Wargames. Stray thoughts, feelings, ideas, concerns, fantasies, dreams. You have to talk into a mic.
Oh my God, there's a mic here.
None of that's usable.
That's
no,
fine.
It might be.
It'll be really funny. Well, here we are. We're on a mic now. Stray thoughts. I watched that Finn and Matt Riddle match because I knew it was Finn's like first one back in NXT, and it was really boring.
Oh, I kind of thought it was fun.
It was really boring.
I definitely spaced out for the first part of it, but then when I checked back in, I was like, yeah, they're doing the things that are fun.
Yeah.
I like both of them.
I like that it was a bulge meets bulge match.
Did you know that if you lick Matt Riddle's mushroom tattoo, you get high?
I would do that.
He has to like.
Not anymore. I would do it like a year ago.
Oh right.
Where is his mushroom tattoo?
Wait, if you lick that mushroom tattoo, does it come back on a pee test?
Definitely.
Oh man. Well, I guess not.
He
doing
has
that.
a giant tattoo of a mushroom right on his ribs.
I guess I'm never looking at that part of him.
Okay.
Is it a cutesy like hippie mushroom, or like what kind of mushroom is it?
It's like a classic,
Like a foraged mushroom.
It's like red with white dots on it. Almost like a. It's
Like a one-up?
Sort of. It's not good.
Matt Riddle doesn't look like a man who would have good tattoos, so I didn't expect.
No.
He barely looks like a man that would have tattoos.
Also true, unless it was like an infinity sign or a yin yang.
Or like something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I only watched the matches that we're talking about.
Well,
mean,
what
there
about
weren't
like the
many
War
other
Games
matches.
concept?
The Wargames concept is fucking insane. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
There is a full-on page of rules that has to be displayed twice. They
Yeah.
have to do it again the second time. So they're like, we know you've already forgotten this insane set of rules that we're barely following anyway.
I really like any match we've seen where there are two rings back to back. There's just so much playing space and so much room to die.
I love it when they're in one ring and then they're like, oh, now we all got to go to the other ring.
The question is, I think it's mostly for backstage space. It's like when you're off camera, you're over on the other ring resting.
Right. Yeah.
At one point, and we'll get to the actual matches, but at one point, forget who it was, Adam Cole and someone else were like up on the top, Ciampa maybe, up on the top corner, and the camera accidentally showed them, and they looked like they were just like chatting. Like, hey, how's your day going? Glad you're back. How's the wife? Baby's cute. You know, that sort of thing. And then it panned over to them, and they started fighting again.
My favorite thing about these matches is when, like, 25 minutes in, the commentary table is finally like, and the match has officially begun!
Oh, God. I forget that happens. And then, in the men's match, they're like, oh, we don't even know who this other contestant's gonna be! Remember that time I forgot to pick up the microphone?
So we're going to start off with the women's war game match. I don't know. Does it have a real name?
No, that's what it's called.
Women's War Games.
Women's
You thought it had
War Games.
I don't know.
I think the women's one is just called War Games, and the men's one's called Men's War Games.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-on-4?
5-on-5.
Should we announce the teams really quick?
There's too many people. I'm not
Who do you remember?
So my first person that I remember, because I have a question, is that Candice LeRae has some sort of gender equality gear.
Yeah.
I think she looked like a walking gender reveal party. Which makes sense for her character.
But what is the real reason?
I think she just is like a cute little feminist and just wanted to have a nice symbol for feminism on her.
I feel like
What is it? Surprise! It's a blonde.
I think she doesn't know what those symbols actually, because that doesn't imply feminism.
I think
to
she
me.
does.
It's like both genders are equal.
I guess it looks more like I was like, is she saying trans rights?
No, I don't think that's what she
No.
was saying, but I think it's implied a little bit.
Maybe.
It was cute gear though. Like it was like this weird watercolor like type of.
Someone told me a lot of the like patterns are designed by like one of her nieces or something. So
Okay, that's
who
right.
like might be a child.
I think we've been called out before for saying she looks bad, and then hearing that it was like designed by a younger
And
child.
then we're like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
well then
oops.
fine.
Dakota Kai now looks like an adult, which I appreciated.
In polka dots.
Well, but still, because she was suffering from like Bailey syndrome, where she definitely was dressed as a full toddler.
What was her look before?
She came out in like a sports bra and kick pads and like a denim jacket.
And like a high pigtail situation.
There was a pigtail moment.
That's why she got so pissed off, though, is because she finally had some cute gear, and that other girl was wearing the same color story. She was like, nah!
But that was because they were former tag partners.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know what the T was.
Oh yeah, none of that made any sense.
None
They
of it
didn't
made sense.
explain. I mean,
it was real cool, though.
I was very into the idea that Dakota Kai just like wilded out on her own partner, but I was like, why is she doing it?
She really did play like pure and innocent for so long, and I'm very curious how she's going to do this because she does not seem like someone who would be racked with madness.
She did really well at it.
She sold it though.
She sold it.
It's like when a Disney star shows her tits in a movie because she wants
Yeah.
to show that she's grown up. It's Dakota Kai being like, oh no, I'm like not that girl anymore.
Or like gets caught on TMZ doing lines of coke.
She
What if
probably-
Disney Plus
I don't
did
know.
a show where it was just all the TMZ footage from their ex-stars?
I don't think that is good for their brand identity.
It would be really fun. Where are they now? Disney stars.
Rhea Ripley is really growing on me. I know that you hate her look.
I hate it so
There was too much going on there. She looked good from the neck up.
I think
But from like her outfit was just like bells and whistles and hankies and grommets and like just everything.
It was too much shit. Like, just put her in a normal punk outfit if you're trying to make her a
I
punk.
think her pants and her boots looked better on Survivor Series than they did for NXT.
Yeah, I think she's headed in the right direction. I like her haircut a lot. I think she's better now than she was last time I saw her with like the longer hair and stuff. I think that like
Her hair's amazing. If they could make her outfit
Her
be as
beat's
cool as her
good.
hair, then
Yeah.
we'd be set.
Her makeup's good.
Her makeup's great. That's
And
what
I-
I said. Neck up.
Yeah, yeah.
That choker was great too.
her attitude is phenomenal.
She's really fucking good.
She's really fun to watch. I reluctantly enjoy watching her because of how foolish I think she looks, but she's walking a real thin line because she's like a big brutish character but also like a fan favorite. So it's like, how much do you play? Like, that's a hard character to play, I feel like.
She's got
It's
it.
like a Becky Lynch syndrome, like where you're like really, really, really tough in a likable way.
Yeah.
And not like you can't push it over too much. I kind of wanted her at the end when it's like her and Candace like shaking hands. I wanted her to just turn around and punch Candace in the face and be like, I'm the top bitch here. Like, she was a little too plain.
I don't think she
nice.
needs to though.
I guess not.
We also already
She was-
had someone like turn on their friend.
But they're
earlier
not
in the
friends
match.
in the canon.
Still.
Oh,
it's
they're
like,
not?
They're teammates, but they don't like each
I
other.
thought they
We
liked
just
each other.
had that team betray each other.
Yeah,
Would've
but I
been
like keep everyone. Everyone should betray. each
Everybody
other.
betray everyone.
I
I did like seeing Ripley and Belair go at it. They were a lot
They
of
were
fun
fun.
to
Yeah.
watch. There was one point where Belair was just whipping her over the back with her tail, and then Candace came through with the kendo stick and just like,
I like that Bianca hasn't used that hair whip in a while.
yeah, I don't know if I've seen her use it that aggressively.
This
It's
was
usually
like
kind of
repeatedly.
cutesy and, like, yeah, it was repeatedly.
Yeah.
I forgot my favorite moment of the match, which was right when Dakota Kai comes out of the cage and then goes back in and beats up Tegan Knox. Is that her name?
Yep.
So she's just like wailing on Tegan Knox for a long time, and there are 4 grown men surrounding her, just going, Dakota, come on, Dakota, no.
And then she punched William Regal in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And no one no one intervenes to stop her. They just point.
Shayna's just in the other cage going,
Cackling.
Shayna with that fucking mouth guard is like, there could be a whole horror movie about her in that mouth guard.
Just laughing.
Just
at people
laughing at people.
and their misfortune.
And her wonderful
Also, I feel like she needs to lay off the steroids. Her hairline is shifting.
That is an accusation.
That is an accusation.
It's just traction alopecia. She's just braiding too tight.
Could be.
I mean, have you seen what hairstyle she wears? That's what's going on with her hairline.
Well, good. If that's what it is, good thing her hair was loose tonight.
but
We've talked about everyone but EO.
Oh, she's great.
Great.
I don't know what
Jumping
you want me to
flippy,
say.
Flying on everyone.
And I thought she looked beautiful, and she did a moonsault off the thing, which is like
The
what I
yeah.
wanted.
I will say I don't think she was super featured in this match.
No,
I
she
think
wasn't the main character.
she was there to do her job, and she did it well. I didn't get anything surprising. Like, there was no surprises from her.
Yeah, sure, but like a moonsault off a cage
That
is
was pretty
cool no matter
surprising.
Oh
what.
no, yeah, I can't fault her for any of her
No.
business. It was expected once it was a 2-on-4 match that Rhea's team would win.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah, it kind of made it obvious.
The downside to that heavy a disparity was that I was just waiting for Rhea to win.
Yeah, that's
the
fair.
way she won was incredible.
Yeah, that was
Earlier,
cool.
she was like handcuffed. She handcuffed herself to Monster Lady, Shayna. This hair, girls. Come on, get over it. But I was hoping it wouldn't last too long with them handcuffed to each other, because that could get real tricky real quick.
Yeah.
So they did like a solid 2 moves, and then it was done, and
Yeah.
I appreciated that.
Oh, and the other thing that was good about the 2-on-4 was that they got to use, speaking to your thing about the space, they got to do the thing where Candice and Rhea were in the middle, and there were 2 people from from other teams on each ring.
Yeah.
So they were stuck, and then they had to do like a 2-on-1 in each ring, and that was just it divided the story up really well, because usually matches like this with too many people get complicated and crazy. And so 4-on-2 was a good way to streamline the plot.
Agreed. I think it was so much better than the men's match in almost every way.
Oh,
God,
definitely.
yes.
I mean, always.
I feel like the conduit of some kind of cultural misogyny that I just love watching women in cages so much, but I just love it.
I mean, we will get to the men's match shortly, but this was superior, and I enjoyed all of it. I will say, I just loved this, and that's this is a long match, and I loved it. So keep that in mind.
Well, because there were numerous plots going on at once, but you could follow all of them.
It was kind
The
of
thing
perfectly
with
done.
those matches is because of the timed entrances, you stay interested.
Totally.
Love a countdown clock. Everyone, let's go to the men's match. It's men's Wargames.
Men's Wargames. We're going from Wargames to men's Wargames.
If you had to rename Wargames but make it sound femmier, what would you name it?
Bitch slap.
Okay. I want William Regal screaming bitch slap to announce the next women's Wargames match.
I actually think that the women's should remain Wargames, and then
and
the
the
men's
men's
is
should
bitch
be
slap.
Oh.
There are so many people in this ring that I just can't be bothered to care about.
Go on.
I just the Undisputed Era. Cool.
Yeah,
Great.
I know I'm supposed to like the Undisputed Era because they are just constantly here.
The only thing I really like about them is Roderick Strong's booty. That's it.
I mean, that's a plus. But yeah, they don't grab me.
And also that Kylo guy likes dogs.
Really?
Yeah, he cares for dogs. He found a dog or something.
He found a dog.
Yeah, well, he's in some pet shelter or helping or something like that.
Sure.
I want a wrestler
Was that
gimmick
him?
to be I found a dog.
I found a dog.
Everyone, I found a dog. That's it. We're doing
I found a dog.
immediate Ring Gear remix. Cody's new thing is I found a dog.
He has that dog.
I know. Every time he's like, guys, I found this dog.
He found that dog on Twitter that one time.
The new Wargames is men's. I found a dog.
It devolved into mayhem really quick. I don't know. I have to read my phonetic
You know who
spelling
I
of his name.
really like, who I don't think I've ever seen before? Keith Lee.
Love him.
Love.
He's great.
Love. Just didn't even need to do much, but he did a lot.
He they booked him really badly in the beginning of NXT, and now they're suddenly booking him really well, and because of that, I like him. I found him really boring before, but all of a sudden he's pulling out nutso.
He's a
moves.
giant dude that just can flip around and move really quickly.
He has some high kicks.
High kicks. Men's high kicks.
I would watch that. And then there's
NXT high kick.
I had never seen Dijakovic before.
He's big.
He is big.
Is tall as fuck. Also, I felt like watching him wrestle was like watching a kid at recess playing WWE. I don't know. He was a little sloppy, a little
He looks kind of like he has like a sort of next level up of Zack Sabre vibe to me.
He's the poke evolution
Yeah,
of Zack Sabre
he's
Jr.
the next one. Like if you put him through the like Captain America machine,
I
and
could
he
see
came
it.
out like taller and hairier.
The Captain America machine.
You know, where they turned small Captain America into big Captain America.
Oh.
And they turned Zack Sabre into Dijakovic, which I had to write down how to say.
Dijakovic.
I have to learn how to say his name after I marry him. He wasn't actually that beautiful, but I you know.
Ariel Dijakovic.
Yeah.
That's such a weird drag queen name.
It's a great one. Ariel Dijakovic. I'm just changing it.
Or you could go Italic Dijakovic.
Yeah, he has to be Dominic Italic. That's how we're doing this.
Oh.
Women's
so
rights.
2019 of you.
Yeah, I learned from Candice LeRae's gear.
Thoughts on Ciampa?
Ciampa's back. How long has he been back?
Like only a few months, I want to say.
He's really great.
He's good at what he does.
I'm
I
checking to see if I
caught
have
a
notes on
glimpse
him.
after I finished watching this of his documentary they did on his recovery, and I almost started crying immediately. He's like in the doctor's room or in the hospital or whatever. You know, what do you call those?
Recovery
Exam
room?
exam room with his wife and his kid, and he's just holding his kid and is like the sweetest dad ever.
Someone on the internet always sends me pictures of him with his kid at Disney,
Disneyland.
and I don't want them anymore.
I want them.
And I never wanted
Send them to me.
I had a really good moment with Ciampa. I say it like he and I shared this.
Yeah, you probably did.
But Adam Cole spent a long time setting up a table outside of the ring, which immediately felt ridiculous to me. And then, like, as soon as he opened the door, Ciampa just immediately threw someone through the table, which was just hilarious to me. That, like, Adam Cole had, like, prepped this whole thing, and Ciampa's like, fuck your table. Like, I'm going to throw your team member right through it. And I was like,
Tables
that's
are
how
for
you do it.
bitches.
Yeah. It was real. Like, I don't think it was intended to be funny. I think it was intended to be brutal, but I was like, that's what you get.
I mean,
like,
but like comedic irony was part of it.
it was
surely.
definitely there that Adam Cole was like, I'm setting up this table, and Ciampa's just like watching him like, what do you think is going to happen, asshole? Like, I got this.
I don't know why I've never clocked that Bobby's name is Bobby Fish. Talking about needing to change your name when you get married.
You don't like fish?
Fish. Bobby Fish.
It does sound really generic. It's like Bobby Fish.
But you could picture some like white girl in Chelsea, like that's her drag name, Bobby Fish.
Oh my
Bobby
God.
with an I.
Yeah, it's actually a better drag name than wrestling name. It's
Bobby
it's not a
Fish.
good drag name either.
It's
Like,
awful.
It's all bad. And then we have to talk about the surprise that our
Aw.
eighth guest was Kevin Owens.
Little Kevy.
See, again, I know that I'm supposed to care. I know that that's a big reveal that, like, oh, we got Kevin Owens. I can't find why we like him.
I like him.
I
He's
know
fun.
you do.
He looked like he was having a good time. He got to wrestle a lot. Was it him that kicked Mr. What's his name? Keith Lee in the Nards?
I believe so.
What did they? The announce table says attacking the peninsula south of the equator. It's like, oh yeah,
That's a very Moro-ism, isn't it?
isn't it? This hair though. Right?
I want everyone to know there is not a mirror. I don't know what Berica is seeing because there's no physical representation of what she looks like in front of her.
You don't also know this, dear audience, but she just took that hair out of the bag 5 minutes ago. She did not style it at all.
Oh no, this took me hours to style and cut.
The brand
I made this wig.
The brand name of this wig is It's a Wig. It just says it on.
What did the other? It said something stupid below it.
That makes you beautiful.
Well,
So,
well.
I think that says that we have nothing more to say. It was really cool to see Ciampa take Adam Cole Bebe off the top of the cage through some
After their
tables.
chat.
That was a
Nothing.
crazy finish, and it looked incredibly unsafe.
Oh no! I was surprised that there was not a puddle of blood.
Wait,
beneath
who ended
them.
up winning?
Ciampa. And
Ciampa
his team.
Did, yep.
But you know, when you go through a table from that height, no one wins.
I think the main thing about this match is it was just boring that a team that we always see work together was half of the match.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think
don't
they
have
should have
any
like spread it
problems.
around.
I don't have any problems with Undisputed Era. They're all very fun and entertaining, but like I could see that being criticism where it's like We know them. They're already a thing.
I
Yeah, what else
also
you
would
got?
have rather seen Finn come out and be the extra special guest and just like rule the 2 rings. That would have been
cool.
a more fun way to like see him back in there.
This was all just like fine for me.
I can't get over the sort of like existential malaise because there's no prize for either of these things.
Yeah.
It's just violence for the sake of violence, and that's fun. But then by the end of it, you're like, why?
Shayna had to wear tape for Survivor Series because she hurt herself.
And an observation that is completely unrelated to the men's match is that the WWE website does allow you to watch things at double speed.
Also, go back and watch for this moment. Shayna, when she finally comes out of the cage, trips on it, and she's such a serious character, but she had to like play like she didn't just trip over the cage, and she starts skipping. It's extra creepy.
I just love that it's like, we're going to let these women out of a cage and into another cage. We're going to move these women from one cage to the next
it's like
cage. Here, Shayna Baszler, you're in this cage, but now an alarm bell's ringing. Now you're going to move over to
I
this
think they should
cage.
like put them in small cages hanging from above the bigger cage.
And then it just drops them into
cages within cages. Yeah, it just like opens up.
Another unrelated observation.
And there's a moat around the big cage.
I was listening to a podcast about human trafficking while I did my makeup.
Oh.
Cool.
Okay.
Unrelated to women in cages.
Anyway, we're done.
Done.
We have a Patreon that you could like subscribe to, I guess.
Thank you so much for giving to our Patreon, because I know that you all just went to sign up. I know you clicked the link.
You just clicked it.
Gave you a very persuasive pitch.
So many dollars are coming to us
Yeah, here's
now.
the thing. You have money, and you could give it to us.
I could get another. It's a wig.
I'm at Ariel Italic at all the places.
It's a wig.
It's a wig.
Go home.
Go home.